episode of Bare Bones Budget, where we are going to go through all of my finances in hopes to becoming financially free and independent. Um, Welcome back if you are joining me again, and if you're new, thank you so much. Just a little quick bio. I am a millennial registered nurse. I am a mom on a single income, and my plan right now is to get completely debt free. I have some future goals, but right now that is the main one. I want to take a moment and thank everyone for watching my previous uh, first video, which was my debt confession. I had a lot of people in the comments suggesting different ways on how to become debt free or how to attack my debt. And I had some feedback on how to get better at YouTube, and I really appreciate it. Last Sunday was Mother's Day, but it was also my birthday, and I was like really excited that people were commenting and liking and subscribing because, you know, I'm a little nobody, and just to see that is like really cool. So thank you. And if you haven't watched it, I will link that video down below. But today we're gonna go ahead and get into my first budget with me. I did go out and look for the best budget planner that would be great for my journey, and I found Beautifully Me and Use planner. So I went on Amazon and got it. It is so simple and so easy to follow, and right now that's what I need. So I went ahead and got her planner. So she has like saving challenges in the back. She has the trackers, expense tracker, the calendar, all blank, which is really cool, and I'm glad I got it. So to get to give you guys an update, I will be starting my new job, which is my full-time job this week, which is awesome. But I will be kind of starting my budget at a weird spot. So the paycheck that I will be receiving will be the last paycheck for May. And what I did to try to make the numbers work is I went ahead and calculated my paycheck that includes the first 2 weeks of June. So it'll include last 2 weeks of May and first 2 weeks of June to roughly give me an idea of what to expect in the next few months. All right, so the reason I am flipping to paper and pen is because the budget binder or planner that I just showed you is a paycheck to paycheck binder, and this is a monthly overview. So that's why we're using paper. When I get everything squared away, we will end up just being in one book. But for right now, being at my first budget with me, we're using this. So let me zoom in here. Maybe zoom just a little bit out so you can see. So I went ahead and wrote down all of my bills for the month and the totals for each, and it comes out to $3,483.35. And like I mentioned before, I went ahead and calculated the last 2 weeks of May and first 2 weeks of June, and that puts me at $4,198 and 0 cents, and I subtracted this total from that one and got my leftover to be $714.65. I didn't take this a step further and start putting it in sinking fund categories because I still haven't settled on what sinking fund categories I want to use. I have so many, and previously when I started doing budgeting, I got really lost in the sauce and was just picking up random budgeting categories for sinking funds, and it just didn't work. So I'm in the process of narrowing down my sinking fund. So that's why it's right here. That's why this is still right here. So we're not gonna go that far. Um, Question for everyone: do you include your subscriptions in your monthly budget, or do you put that, or as I should say, in your fixed expenses, or do you put that over in your variable expenses? And the reason I put them in my fixed or my monthly is because I heavily rely on them. And I know that sounds weird, but I really do. We don't like ads in between Blippi and Pete the Cat, and I definitely don't like ads in between my shows on Hulu. So that's why I'm paying what I'm paying, and I gotta pay it because I use them. And then also for your credit or your debt, do you include them in your monthly, or do you add them over and have a whole separate budget for your debt where you're not including them in your monthly bills? And I don't know if I'm making sense, but if I am, please let me know how you guys separate the your four walls, essentially, like Dave Ramsey has said or suggested. What is in your four walls? Um, I know that's weird that I have my subscriptions, but I have to have them. Um, a lot of my bills, they are due at the second half of the month. And what I typically would do before is I would pay with the first paycheck of the month all of my bills. I don't look at when they're due, because I just don't like to do it. I just, when I have the money, I just like to pay it. I don't like worrying about, oh, it's due on the 24th, I got time, or oh, it was due on the 15th, I forgot. Like, no, I just rather pay all of it and be done with it. And then on the second uh paycheck of the month, I go ahead and usually I pay my rent with that one. And then as with any leftovers, I would separate them into sinking fund categories. As I mentioned before, I haven't been working my PRNs, but when I do, all of those funds will go towards my debt. Um, the ball's still slowly rolling, but it will pick up momentum, and I will make sure to uh, record and bring you guys along my journey.